Well, good morning. I'm glad that you're here. I have been running errands this morning. You know, it's Monday. Let me put the sun visor up. Maybe I can put you where I can see you and you can see me. Well, today has been a really unusual day. They called schools off yesterday because there's been strong windstorms. And I had errands to run this morning, so when I got out of the car, it was torrential rains. I thought I could just run in through it because, you know, I'm not one of those that's skittish about things like that. I thought, well, I'll just run through this rain and get to where I need to go and everything will be okay. Well, I look like a drowned rat. My hair's soaked, my clothes are soaked, my shoes are soaked, but I've still got errands that I need to get done. So here I am. I'm sitting out here at Sam's. I've got to get the weekly drinks. You know, we buy our drinks at Sam's for the week, and I'm gonna run in here and pick those up. I don't know if it'll rain again. The sun did peek out for just a little bit, and maybe 30 minutes, but it has been a gray, rainy day. Let me just show you, give you a look of how it looks out here. Just a gray, stormy looking day. The winds have been really, really rough, and that's the thing. I did see where the power company, there was a few power outages when that strong storm and wind whipped up today. And so it's really not a good day to get out, but this is Monday, and on Monday, that's my days off, and I don't have any grandkids, and that's when I go try to get all my running done. And I love the fact that I don't have to hurry up and rush and get back, or I can just go get the things I need to go get and take my time and look around. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm out here going to make a run and get the drinks that we need. And Donald and I did have date day yesterday. He had a few things he had to go do. He had errands to run. You know, we get really busy at this time of the year. Both of us get really busy, and so it's a very busy time of the year. So we've been really hustling around. I didn't film date day. Donald had to go do some things that he had lined up, and so we just went out to eat after date day. He did those tasks that he had to do on date day. We ran out to eat and enjoyed our time together. It seemed like it wasn't long enough. It seemed like just a little bit of time, but we did get to enjoy some quiet time yesterday. We actually got out and gardened just a little bit before it got, time for him to go and do the next thing that he had to do. It was just a packed day. But I am sharing with you today. I'm out here in Sam's parking lot. I'm going to run in there and get the drinks and a few things, and depending on what it's like, it seems extremely crowded for a Monday here. I'm not sure why. I could come on Monday. It was hardly anybody here, but it is packed out today. I'm going to run in here and grab some of the drinks and things that we need for the week while I'm just by myself. I'm going to take my time. I love just not being rushed, just being able to go in there and just take my time. I tell you, I put a lot of pressure on myself. I rush around because I feel like I've got to get so much done. I don't know, do you do that? Do you push yourself and try to get a lot of things done and just put pressure on yourself? Well, I do that a lot. So I'm trying not to do that as I get older. I'm trying to just enjoy the things that I do while I'm doing them. And you know, most of the time I'm on a time frame. I'm time conscious all the time. But today I'm just going to take my time, go in here and get some drinks, get the things we need, and get started with the day. And I'll share with you if I pick anything up here at Sam's. And at home, I've got a few things I've got to do. I've got to take all the snowman stuff down. You know, I love to, after Christmas, just to put out some snowmen and some winter things and enjoy that. And until it's time to put the St. Patrick's Day stuff up. Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. And so I've got a few things that I put out there that's not a big deal, but just fun because, you know, celebrating, taking the time to celebrate And so I'll bring you along with me with that, just the taking the snowmen and the winter things down and starting to think about what's going to go up for spring. This man thinks I'm crazy. He's looking at me walking across. I'll show him. He was just looking at me like, who is that woman talking to? What is she doing? When he walked by. That's the thing about filming in public. It's hilarious. Sometimes the reactions you get don't bother me as much as anymore. I'm not self-conscious about it at all. I know that you want to see what I'm doing today, and I want to include you. I'm glad that you're here, and we'll just go right along with our day. The rain has started to pick up again, so I guess I'm making another dash out into the rain. I better go before the bottom falls out again. They say that it's going to do this all day, that it's going to be rainy and just have bouts of rain all day long. The Bradford pears had blooms, and where they're falling off, it looks like it's snowing a little bit. Feels good out here, though. It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. I don't think it's as cold as they were calling for it to be. Sam's carts are so big. It's like a little bit of a workout. I mean, there are carts everywhere full. It doesn't look like they pulled the carts yesterday. Took them back in. Thank you. Well, they've got their flags out for the coming season. I tell you, that's a nice one right there. It's got a metal holder that you put on your house or your pole, wherever you're going to fly your flag. And that's a nice one. These big old nice flags. Got to look at these. We put a new one up. Ours was really. It's got instructions on how to hang it. And who can resist looking at all of this? Oh my gosh, I always look in here. Not always, but when I have free time, I like to look at their jewelry. Sometimes they have the best stuff at the best prices. I mean, real stuff with guarantees. It's just nice stuff. I haven't really bought a lot of jewelry from Sam's, but I do like to look at it. But now there is something that I do buy. I like to buy the perfumes here from Sam's because they're such a better price than what you can get. I know at Belk's, I bought Donald this. He loves Cool Water. That's Donald's signature scent. It's what he always buys. So it was $89 for this same Cool Water at Belk's, but it's only $35 here. But such a good deal. Well, let me head on over to what I came in here for. If I don't, then I'll get sidetracked. Now, this is something I love to buy here too, because they're garden pots. $34.94 for these pots. They're like a rosin mixture. I love to get them here. I've always got my pots here. Actually, they're handcrafted cement reinforced with fiberglass, knockout drainage holes, frost resistant, indoor and outdoor use. I like these. They got a lot of them right here. Huge ones. I mean, this is huge. It's as big as the cart. I could fit down inside of this. I'm not going to show you because that might look a little funny, but they have nice pots if you like to put pots outside. Got all the garden stuff out. There's a deco elevated garden bed standing up. That would not be enough gardening space for me, but it might help somebody, especially on a patio. Wouldn't that be nice on the deck? If you were doing deck gardening, if that's the space that you had. Yeah, if that's the space you had, this would be an excellent choice. A deco elevated garden bed. You could put tomato plants. I mean, look at that. That would just be beautiful. Good way. That's $94.97. Under $100 or around $100 after tax, you would have a nice raised garden. You could put stuff up under here. You could grow a lot of stuff. That's 100, what is it? 29 US gallons. 29 gallons. You could grow a lot of food. It would be fun just to get one of those and see how much food you could actually grow out of that size of a little raised garden. Ooh, you got your cement citronella candles for $24.96. Sit out there on your table while you eat and keep the bugs away. And look at this thing. Oh, a calla lily fountain for $199.98. That is very interesting. I do need a mat, a welcome mat. These are on clearance for $15.40, and I guess it just says welcome on it, all rolled up here. I like it. I think that would be a little bit too wide for my porch, actually. My little porch stoop. I don't have much of a porch. How cute is this one? It's a welcome mat for $12.97. That's a good price. I like to use my app here at Sam's Club and just ring myself up. But I made a mistake. I'll show you. The last time I came, I always check my receipt. I try to check it before I leave, but it's just, sometimes there's just a lot going on. Well, you get a 2-pack for $7.32. Well, I rung this thing up twice, thinking I had to ring each one up. I mean, I knew they were together for $7.32. I don't know why I rung it up twice. So if you ever use your app, be careful that you don't ring up more than what you actually are getting. Pick up another mayonnaise that's come down some. Duke's Baby. It's getting the weather where we'll be having deviled eggs. They have Hellmann's too for $9.48. Got your squeeze Hellmann's, $14.98. Getting ready for the barbecues and all the summer get-togethers that you have. Heinz 57 and A1. A1 is so good. And that's such a good price for it. I love A1 steak sauce. $8.68. We'll grab that. Well, I like to see that they've brought avocado oil back because I couldn't find it for a while. And it's $13. They have plenty of olive oil. Seems like cooking oils have really gone up a lot, doesn't it? All your sugar and flour. I don't need any of that, but look at that. 10 pounds of sugar for $7.98. That's a pretty good price. Well, I better head on over here to the drinks. I love to buy the rice here. $11.48 for 25 pounds of rice. Long grain white rice. I like to peel and mash my own potatoes, but I like these potatoes. If you're in a pinch, I think I'm going to pick up one of those. Let's see, they got another one. Let's see how much. Oh, these are not in a pack. They're just in a carton. You pour out what you need. These are in a pack. So they've got both kinds. You just need a little package. And then they got some hash brown potatoes here for $7.48. You do the hash brown casserole. I got some gravy, peppered gravy mix if you struggle to make gravy. I'm going to tell you, some biscuits would be good this morning. I am in the mood for biscuits. I never made that pound cake. I don't know if you remember. I kept wanting a pound cake. I never got that thing made. And here I am wanting biscuits, and I hadn't got it made. Grated Parmesan cheese. This is the Members Mark brand. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. My kiddos, I have spaghetti once a week, usually on Thursdays for the kiddos, and they love Parmesan cheese. I see pasta's gone up just a little bit, but not the Members Mark. $5.48 for 6 boxes of pasta. Whoa. And I better pay attention to what I'm doing. Anytime you can catch pasta for $1 a pound, that's a good deal around here. And this is under $1, so that's good. Grabbing a box of that. There are few foods as good as comforting and delicious as pasta and dumplings. Dumplings are delicious. But I don't buy a lot of it. You know, we try to limit how many times we have it because, you know, the whole carbs thing can add up if you're not careful. My kiddos like these. I got these last time, the Jif to-go cups, tiny little servings. They can just go in there and get the peanut butter. And you know what I like about it? When they're just individually snacking, it just saves, you know, you're not all this air and germs into your jar of peanut butter. They can just go in there and get a little snack, and there you go. I still got that jelly, $4.98 for Welch's. That's a good price. They have honey, organic raw honey. They have agave in the raw, $7.76. That seems like a really good deal for that. Maple syrup, organic maple syrup for $11.98. I have some good deals out here today. Well, let me go over here and get what I came from. I came for the drinks. I need to go over here, kind of concentrate and get some drinks. Oh Lord, this strawberry preserves right here are so good. They're $5.48. I'm gonna get one of these. Even though I have plenty of homemade jellies at home, I'm gonna get those preserves and eat on my biscuit. I'm gonna make biscuits later, and I'm gonna put those preserves on it. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do right here. I can see things have gone up a little bit. There's a price difference. The kids like these sometimes. Those are an occasional treat, and I no longer buy sodas, so I won't be indulging in any of that. I just need something that will satisfy, you know, when you sit down to have a snack. These Gatorade Zeros are good. They're $15.78. They seem to be really good. They don't have a sugar in them, and they're not just sugar water. Donald likes these sometimes, but he really likes the green tea. The diet green tea, that's something that we've been having a lot of at the house. We are tea drinkers, if you know that. I love hot tea and cold tea, and Donald, he loves them both, but he drinks this when he's on the go and sometimes they're at the house. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 of these. Got these down there. It's kind of like a mini workout. So far I've got the Parmesan cheese, pure avocado oil, the Duke's mayonnaise, spaghetti, A1 and strawberry preserves, and I got these 2 green teas and rice. I've got rice at home. I'm going to eat the oldest first, but I'm going to pick that up. I've got where rice is really good. Now, I love these Snapples. Oh, I think they're delicious. I enjoy them so much if I ever let myself have one. But the problem with the Snapples for me is the carbs are just too high. I'm not able to drink that much juice and enjoy the Snapples anymore, so I have to make better choices.
I said, look up there.
Let's see.
Look up there. I said, look around. I said, you're in the house, ain't you?
I've got to get something for
Oh, thank you.
the kids.
Oh, every time you see me today, just tell me thank you. Yeah. Because you pay $1.5.
These are $8.78. These are just basically sugar water, flavored sugar water, but sometimes that's good for the kids. I'm just going to pick these up for them. I think this means that they're going to discontinue these. I have a couple of these. I really like them. They're food storage containers with the covers. I make big pots of soup. I have a big thing of noodles in there now. So I really like these. And they're normally $12.98, but they're $10.41. I hope they're not discontinuing them. But I'm going to pick up one of them today. Now this is pretty neat too. They've got all of these knives here. These are paring knives for $7.91. I have a good set of knives, but if you needed knives, that would be a good price. Look at these. They actually have the chef knives, $13.61. I don't know how much they normally were, but this is what restaurant workers use, are these knives, and that's pretty good knives for those prices. People usually think about these things around the holidays, like these baking pans. They've got those baking pans for $8.91. How many are they? 6 cake pans with lids. If you're taking things to places, for $8.91. It's the kind of thing I just love to look at. Now we're coming up to the drinks that I like to drink. I like the sparkling ice, but I like the blue pack because it has the more darker drinks in it. But I don't see the blue pack available. They've got the Members Mark, I think. No, those are actually sparkling ice. And it's the purple pack. And see, they just have a few of the dark drinks here in front, and then they have more of the citrusy type drinks. Coconut pineapple, kiwi strawberry, and orange mango. And then over here, they've got more dark drinks. They've got twice as many. Then they have the strawberry and then this one. So I guess I'll get one of these. Well, I got in there and got that done. Got all the groceries in here, what I needed to get, and a little bit more. And they're packed into the back here. Well, I usually eat in the car when I get out of Sam's because I just bought all this food. Why go into a restaurant and get more food? So I'm going to have an iced drink. This is the Starburst flavor. I'm not crazy about that, but it's what they had on sale, and I do like them. So I'm going to have an iced drink. I'm going to have a Chobani, Greek yogurt, black cherry. And so that's what I'm going to have for lunch. Well, hello. I'm in my kitchen today. I have been through a lot today. I've had a lot to do, and I have got to do a few things this evening. So I'm just in here doing the dishes and thinking about when we'll get McDonald's for supper tonight. And I thought, well, I'm going to change out a few things that I've got around here.
like the snowman. I'm going to go ahead and change the snowman out because it was like 80 degrees today, and it's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow, and it's just hard to look at the snowman when it gets that hot. And spring is right around the corner. March 20th, it'll be spring. So I'm just going to go ahead and put out some spring things. Put up the snowman. That'll just take a minute. Put all the snowman things away. And just get ready for spring. Come in the bathroom. I'm just going to take this little snowman and Christmas tree soap dish away. And I'm going to replace it with this little rabbit. It's glass. I don't want to put it in the kids' in a half bath in there in the playroom because I'm afraid they'll break it. So we're just going to put this bunny here. I'm going to take the snowman towel down. We're going to change the snowman towel for this William Morris print towel. I want to put these in here because I have a William Morris shower curtain that I might use a little bit later after St. Patrick's Day. I love the print of this. I think it's really pretty. So just going to change the soaps. Put the snowman up until next year. And just get the snowman out and pack up. Put this little snowman up. Put this little flower pot out. And then change this towel. Just the little touches all around the house. It's a little Peter Rabbit towel. It's my kids when they were young.
Now it's just as cold as it can be outside. I'm thinking it's probably like 40 degrees or lower out here. And you know, everything is bloomed out, and this cold spell will probably bite it all back. It'll probably kill those blooms, and we'll just have to see what survived. I was going to take you outside and show you the a few things out in the yard, but it's cold. Now I didn't decorate much for St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to go ahead and take this down, even though it's cold. I'm going to go ahead and put it up. I'm not putting anything up in its place right now, but I'll think of something good to go there soon. But it looks like a leprechaun has come today on St. Patrick's Day and left his shoes. His shoes are by the door. And there's his hat. Well, I'm going to have a cup of tea. It's cold. I'm going to warm up. I'm going to have Harney & Sons Earl Grey tea. Organic Earl Grey, actually. It smells good already. I want to enjoy that and warm up a little bit. I'm going to try to be quiet as I finish up this video. I've got a little booger laying on the couch taking a rest. So if I sound a little whispery, that's the reason. I want to let him get a little bit of rest. He was cold this morning, and he's tired. I'm going to enjoy this cup of tea on St. Patrick's Day. And I wanted to show you the African violet because a lot of people wanted to know if the African violet was still making it. And it is. I got it in this morning. I took it out from that sunny window over there, and I put it in this tray of warm water so it could soak up some water, and it's looking really good. It's spreading out a little bit, spreading its leaves. I think it's going to make it, and I'm really excited about it. Well, I've got a few things that I'm going to be doing around for spring, just to change up and decorate like we always do around here. I'll be changing the shower curtain, probably these kitchen curtains. I've got these up now. I've really liked them. I made these out of drop cloths, of course, and this valance I had. I just thought it was so pretty. But it's time to just lighten up a little bit and get some spring things in. And I'm always in the mood to do that. I love to brighten things up and use what I've got. I'll probably be changing the little valances that I've got in the living room. I don't know if I will or not. I kind of like that red check. I love gingham. It's just one of my favorite things anyway. But I can't use a whole lot of it because I have a small space. But I use what I can. But when I walk into the living room, I love to see those curtains and that picture that's right here. It's got the red geraniums in it that Donald got for my birthday that year that I really love. That's by Carolyn Rowan. It's hard to see. It's kind of behind the light, but we really need that light right here. And I wanted to put the picture where I could see it. This one he got for my birthday last year, and this one, of course, he got for a birthday maybe 6 or more years ago. But I like the way that gingham, that red gingham looks with that picture right there. So I don't know if I'm going to change them or not. I've got several options, but if I do, I'll share that with you. I'll share my thought process and what I'm doing there. And I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. I hope it's just the best one ever. I hope things go easy for you and you have a lot of fun. You wear green and you don't get pinched. Thank you for joining me today. Like always, until next time.